And the video went up at 6 o'clock UK time rather than my normal 4 o'clock GMT. And the main reason for this is, well, I've got a job. It's a part-time job, but it also means that my days, which I used to spend working on videos, are now spent doing other things. I do have days off. I'm only working part-time. It's just this week I've had 3 shifts in, which is unusual, but they've also coincided with days that I've had a lot of things going on as well. And obviously I'm still a full-time dad. I'm still doing YouTube videos every day. And then I've also put a part-time job into the mix. So my time is a bit more limited. You've probably noticed that I started streaming South Park, The Fractured Butthole, and I only streamed on Friday. It's because I've not had any time this week to stream. Normally what I would do is I would work on videos in the morning. I'd take my kids to school, I'd work on videos in the morning, I'd work on them up to about lunchtime. I'm working on thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. But I'm coming home and I'm getting ready for work. I've got to go work. By the time I finish work, it's time to pick the kids up, bring the kids home, and then back into that kind of routine, which means all I've got is my evenings. I'm actually off tomorrow. I have a complete day off tomorrow, and I'm going to be sitting down. I'm going to be trying to get what I hope is going to be the final episode of Cuphead recorded. So you've probably noticed that some of the videos that have been going up this week have been quite short, little indie games. Now, that's not unusual for me. I have done that in the past, but I have wanted to finish Cuphead. I've just not had the time to do it. And this may sound like I'm making excuses, but it's really not, because this is a positive thing. This is... I'm going to be honest here. I've been a full-time dad for 9 years. I've been doing YouTube as a hobby in that time, and YouTube doesn't pay the bills. So when my youngest daughter went to school full-time, and I'm sat at home on my butt doing YouTube videos, that would be fine if the YouTube videos were also helping to pay bills. So I decided to get a job. And as I said, I've not had a job in 9 years. I've been a full-time dad. I've had 3 young children who are now getting to the point where, as I said, they're in school full-time. They don't need me during the day. So I might as well use my time productively in a way that actually helps support my family financially. And this is what I'm trying to get to. The plus side to this is, if I get into a position where I'm bringing in more money, we can get into a position where I can start to do more for the channel, which is always a good thing. And I hope someday that this channel can pay my bills. As simple as that. I'd love to do this full time. I really would. It would be an absolute dream come true. And I hope, hand on heart, that I'm looking back on this vlog in 2-3 years time thinking, oh wow, that was amazing that I was working and doing these videos, and now I'm doing them full time. I would love to sit there and say that. I genuinely would. But being a small channel, you have to take big decisions. And the decision that I made is to go out and get a job and to work and to support my family financially. Because as I said, the YouTube doesn't support my family financially. Not at the moment. That doesn't mean I'm going to give it up. Not a chance. Like, this YouTube channel is like ridiculously important to me. It is my creative outlet. Basically what I'm trying to say is there may be the odd time where, because I've been at work and because I've had things going on with the kids as well, the videos might be a bit weird. Now that's not going to be permanent. Basically what it comes down to is, some of you who've been here long term might know that I have a condition called ME. Long story short, ME is a condition that affects your energy levels, and it essentially means I'm pretty much constantly tired and constantly fatigued. It might not seem like that because I'm good at projecting myself, and I'm good at, I'm not an unhappy person normally. And I'm talking about physical fatigue, as in muscles and those kind of things are just hard to work with. And new routines are always hard for me to get into. Now, I've only been in this job for 3 weeks now, and this week has been more full on than the previous weeks. If you're wondering what I'm doing, because I've not mentioned it yet, the new job is I'm actually working in a dementia care home. I've taken on a role as a support worker. It's weird for me because it's not something I've done before. My first few jobs when I was younger was always in retail, And up until my daughter was born, my first daughter was born, I worked full time. That's just what I did from the age of 17 onwards. I just worked full time because I don't really have a proper college education. I finished high school and I just wanted to work. I wanted to earn money, and that's what I did. Worked full time until my daughter was born. And then when my daughter was born, my wife, Dawn, as you know Dawn, wanted to go full time. And I stayed at home and became full-time dad. And that's worked for us. But it's just worked nicely. It avoids childcare costs and all those kind of things. And it's come, as I said, come to the point now where youngest one is in school full-time. And I'm at home. And I could be, yes, working on YouTube videos, but unfortunately, as I was saying, that doesn't pay the rent. It doesn't pay the bills. So I've got to do something that does pay that. Because, as I said, when you're an adult, you have to make adult decisions. And it does mean that sometimes you have to just think, well, and as I said, it does. And sometimes you just have to sit there and think, well, how am I going to prioritize my time? And YouTube is my hobby. It's not my job. I would love it to be my job, but it's not my job. You guys are doing an amazing job of growing the channel and supporting everything I do, and I'm massively grateful for that. And just maybe someday that support will turn into me being able to dedicate a lot more time to this. My dream would be being able to stream a few times a week, being able to do 2 videos a day. That's just not realistic at the moment. In no way, shape or form is that realistic. I spend way too much of my day doing other, unfortunately, more important things, because IRL is more important than YouTube. And this is something I was looking into, and I'm probably just yabbering on at this point. But a lot of people who get into streaming just do nothing else but streaming. And whether that's good for their channel, it might not necessarily be good for them. And I've got a kind of down-to-earth perspective because I have a family. And I think that's a good thing, because if this channel ever does get really, really big, I think having that grounded perspective is a really good thing, because it's all too easy to get swept away in the YouTube thing. But I'm rambling on, and I really wanted to keep this short, but it's not short. So I'm going to leave you guys to your evening. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment below. But I really just wanted to keep you guys updated. I do like to be honest. I do like to let you guys know what's going on, because you put in so much time as well as I do. You watch my videos. And I want to make sure that you're involved in this as well. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. And I'll leave you to your evening or afternoon, wherever it is in the world you're watching. And as always, I'll see you again soon.